Welcome back, YouTubers. My name is Natalka, and you have found Cooking with Natalka. And today I am going to be making Mexican street corn dip. And I have only made this once, and that was like 2 weekends ago. And it turned out absolutely amazing. I loved it, and I thought, oh my gosh, I got to make this into a video so I can share it. And so here I am. I am showing you guys today how to make Mexican street corn dip. It's amazing. It's perfect for barbecues and summer and taking it to game night, wherever you're going and you need to bring a little appetizer or snack, something like that. I got you. This is going to be a huge crowd pleaser. So let's get to it, and I will show you guys how to make it. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is take 2 blocks of cream cheese. I've cut them up, and I'm going to put them in a pan. Then I'm going to put them in an oven for probably about 5 or 10 minutes or so. My oven's preheated to 350, and all I'm going to do is melt the cream cheese. So once it's melted, just mix it up, make sure it's kind of like smooth. Then you're going to add 1 small container of sour cream, and you're going to add 1.5 cups of mayo, and you're going to start with 1 teaspoon of Tajin. By the end of this whole recipe, you will have added about 3 or 4 teaspoons of Tajin. So if you want to add it all now, you can, but I spaced it out so that I could taste it along the way to decide if I wanted to add more or not. All right, so after that's mixed, I'm adding another teaspoon of Tajin and 2 cans of corn that I've already drained. Mix that all together. Then I'm adding a half a bag of Tex-Mex cheese. Now, I am so mad about this cheese because it is brand new. I emptied out half the bag into my dip, and it's moldy. So I had to scrape it all off, buy a brand new bag. So, new bag of cheese being added, and this one, it's not moldy. So add your half a bag of cheese, start mixing it in. Then I added a sprinkle of Parmesan into it, and I squeezed in half of a lime. Mix that all together and mix it up really well. Taste it as you're mixing it so you know if you want to add more seasoning or not, which I did. I'm adding my 3rd teaspoon of Tajin. It's also still a little too liquidy. So I am going to add that 3rd can of corn. And this time I'm adding the Mexi corn, the one that has like peppers in it or something. Anyway, mix that all in together. Then you're going to put it in the oven for probably about a half hour. The dip has been baking for about 30 minutes in a 350 degree Fahrenheit oven. I'm just going to give it all a mix. As I'm mixing it, I'm going to taste it to see what else I need to add to it. After tasting it, I decided I need to add another, I have to add some more lime juice. So I'm adding the other half of the lime, and then I'm going to top it with some more of the Tex-Mex cheese and another teaspoon of the Tajin on top with a sprinkle of Parmesan. Then it's going to go back into the oven and bake for another 30 to 40 minutes until it's bubbling and all the cheese is melting. You could even put it on broil for a little bit and get the cheese all bubbly and a little bit more crispy on top. You guys, this might be my new go-to dip for whenever we have company over or we're going somewhere. I love it. I think I found a new favorite dip. So, I made it look fancy. Okay, it's not really that fancy. I used one of those corn holders, that you'd put a corn on the cob on it and you'd put all the butter in it. I used that as my cute little display for this dip. So this is only a little bit of the dip. As you guys saw, I was making it in a really big pan. And I'm taking that to a friend's house for her birthday. So I didn't want to dig into it. So I just kept a little bit out and made a small portion of it. So it is awesome. It is very cheesy and melty. and it looks amazing. I don't know if you guys can see that. It is delicious. So it is just a little spicy. It has just a little kick to it, but it's creamy. It's delicious. You get the sweetness from the corn. You get a little bit of like zing from the cheeses, because also the cheese had pepper jack cheese in it. Yeah, I think pepper jack in the mixture. And then the mayo also gives it a little bit of zing to it. Not zing as in like spicy, just a little something. Anyway, and then the Tajin is where the spice comes in, and some people love it and will put so much of it in. I don't. I like to put just enough that you can taste it and you get a bit of it, but you're not burning your mouth. So, I also learned that Tajin comes in different, like, different temperatures, from mild, medium to hot kind of thing. Mine's just a mild one that I use. Anyway, and then I sprinkled some Parmesan on top and sprinkled a little bit more of the Tajin and made it look pretty, and now it's ready to eat. So, it is fantastic. If you guys are looking for a really great recipe to take somewhere, this is it. Give it a try, because you'll be addicted. So that's it for me today. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Remember to go check out my links, and especially my new book that I wrote, my new children's book about Max. So, thank you so much. Remember to hit all the buttons, like, subscribe, and share, and notification bells, and leave me a comment. Oh my gosh, so many wonderful things. So, thanks for watching today, and I will see you guys all next week.